started working with Scarecrow. Barely. Hitting Gotham together on the same night. That's about as cooperative as these lunatics get.
Riddler's trial's in Kingston. He's been toying with me so far, enjoying the sense of control. I doubt he'll be playing games much longer.
Heaven knows how his insanity has manifested itself this time.
Detective, I can't tell you how pleased I am that you're playing along with my little game. You literally cannot imagine what it's like to be so intellectually removed from the rest of the human race. I couldn't honestly say you offer me a battle of wits, Dark Knight, but your feeble resistance makes a pleasant change from the instant capitulation of everyone else. Oh dear, Dark Knight. What a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. Hurry along, Dark Knight. This isn't rocket science. Dark Knight, I can see your brain flying through the possibilities. Since you insist on dressing like a flying rat, I thought I'd put those abilities to the test. The only mammals capable of flight. Since all you do is glide, you're actually a variety of squirrel. Contrary to popular belief, very few bats survive on blood. Most species subsist on insects, whereas you prefer to live off undeserved praise. Down, Detective. Be careful of the death trap en route to the next one. prey on bats include hawks, owls, some spiders, falcons, and, oh yes, of course, me. It must feel wonderful, Detective, floating majestically over a city filled with your minute inferiors. Much like being me. How does that shape work? Shape memory fibers? Some sort of collapsible harness? An arrogant insistence that the laws of gravity do not apply to you? You remind me of another plucky young man who likes strapping on a pair of makeshift wings. What was his name? Oh yes, that's right. Icarus. It's a classical reference, you uncultured brute. Admit it, Batman. I am unbeatable. Admit it, Batman. I am unbeatable. You can't do it, can you? Does this mean I've won? Yes! Yes! I've won! It feels empty, hollow. Too soon. Look, just hit this switch and I'll adjust the difficulty of the challenge to kindergarten level. Kindergarten level. Got there eventually, Detective, making you literally as capable as the digit-flapping mammal you pointlessly pretend to be. Your next key awaits you. Key.
can't leave until I've helped Selena choose her key.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Which cabinet, kitty cat?
Kitty cat.
Can you work it out, Batman?
Work it.
Do you think he's smart enough, Cat?
Okay. Time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh, good. More fun.
Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
I'm going back to the orphanage. Selena's waiting.
I can only imagine what cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you and Miss Kyle.
You seen what that thing does to cars? I ain't staying to find out! Okay, if you see...
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear this, and then call the bat.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
Greetings to my costumed contestants. Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt. Hey, don't shove. Move over, would you?
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
Electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
goodness. You figured it out already. Well, you better grab that key and be on your way. Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities.
Dubious abilities.
Leave the blue ones to me. Leave the blue ones to me.
There's more where that came from, Batman. I built a highly efficient production line.
Hang in there. I'll take the red ones.
All the danger of battle combined with all the fun of riddle solving. You can thank me after. Thank me. You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Riddle that kills you.
Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
Great news, Bats. I was just hanging out in hell, you know, 'cause you killed me and sent me there, and you'll never guess who I saw. That's right, your dead girlfriend, Talia al Ghul. Don't worry, I asked, and she's totally cool with Cat Lady having a go on the old scratching post. She also says, ow, ow, is this a bullet in my sternum or a broken heart?
Batman's in pursuit. I need help. Reinforcements incoming. You're sure he'll warn us? You're sure? Of course he will. We're Scarecrow's army. The cloudburst goes off, we'll be the first to know. You say so. Perimeter breach! It's Batman! The hardest. Get back here and fight, Batman! Target has disappeared. Maneuver! No.
The Batmobile can't auto-navigate to this area.
He won't recognize this city once we're through. We'll be everywhere. He won't have anywhere to hide.
The Batmobile can't auto-navigate to this area.
No one knows where the Knight's taking it. He sure
The Batmobile can't auto-navigate to this area.
All this, one guy. Hey. Seems a little excessive, if you ask me. He'll be dead within the hour. That guy actually thought he could double-cross Scarecrow. Doesn't sound like much of a genius to me. I'm not disappointed. At least now we get a chance to take him on. I want to see what this guy's got to offer. Man, look at all the construction work. No economic downturn here. Look out! It's Batman! I heard they found some footage on the airships. Real nasty. We need to make sure we're on. Tower down! You could be next! Get ready! Without that car, Batman's nothing. He needs to test himself properly against real soldiers.